It is said that during the days of the illness and death of his father Muawiyah, Yazid was not present in Syria. Hence Muawiyah called for Dhahhak ibn Qais and Muslim ibn Uqba al-Murri and instructed them to hand over his will to Yazid, while this seems quite acceptable. Ibn Asir further says that in his illness, Muawiyah had become delirious and would sometimes say, "What is the distance between ourselves and Ghouta, the name of a fertile oasis on the south side of Syria?" Hearing this, his daughter started wailing aloud, "Oh sorrow!" Muawiyah regained consciousness and said, "If you are incongruous, you have the right to do so, for you have seen the incongruous one." When Muawiyah died, Dhahhak ibn Qais came outside his house and ascended the pulpit. When the shroud of Muawiyah was in his hands, he praised and glorified the Almighty and said, "Verily Muawiyah was a support, brave and a fortunate Arab by whose hands Allah turned away conspiracies and mischief, and Allah bestowed him the sovereignty upon his slaves, and the cities and towns were under his control. But now he has died, and this is his shroud, and we will cover him with this shroud and enter him in his grave, and we shall leave him in the intermediate period, barzakh, until the day of judgment. Then whoever desires to pray the prayer over him should gather at the time of dhuhr to do so." Dhahhak himself led the prayer over his dead body. It is said that when Muawiyah became severely ill, his son Yazid was at Hawarin, a town in Halab, Syria. A letter was sent to him to hasten to meet his father. When the letter reached Yazid, he recited the following couplets: "The messenger arrived with a closed letter, by which the heart became tense. We said, 'Woe be to you! What do you have in the document?' He replied that the caliph is motionless, in pain." When Yazid reached Syria, Muawiyah had already been buried. Hence, he recited the prayer over his grave.